Yes, people, in this video, we're going to be making a couple of basses like Turno's tune BMT. The first bass sounds like this. And the second bass sounds like this. Now, this video is quite old. I actually recorded it a couple of years ago. I didn't think it was good enough, so I never put it out. But my Premiere Pro license is expiring, so I'm digging up the archives and I'm just getting some content out. Now, you'll be able to tell I recorded this a little while ago because I'm not as good at speaking to the camera as I am now, but hopefully the content is still useful if you're starting out. Before we get into it, if you want to see more of these kind of videos, hit like, comment and subscribe, all the good YouTube algorithm stuff. But enough of me talking, let's get to a video from about 2 years ago. Okay, so I've got my copy of Massive here. I'm just going to firstly initialize it and then turn on restart via gate on the oscillator phases, because as always we want the sound to stay consistent whenever we press a key. So we want to change the oscillator to be the smooth square, and we want to change the wavetable position all the way to the left. We want to bring the pitch up to 24, and then we want to put envelope 1 on the pitch going up 12. If you press and hold Alt and drag, it changes the semitones in octaves, so it's really helpful. We want to drag the level of envelope 1 all the way up, and we want to bring the release all the way up, and we can give a slight bit of attack, ever so slightly, and so far it should sound like this. Nice. Okay, next we're going to come over to filter 1, and we're going to put on a daft filter. Want to bring the cutoff mount to about 1 o'clock, and we want to put an LFO on here, so I have on LFO 1. It looks something similar to that, and we want to put sync on the LFO, bring this down to 1/4, and we want to change the curves so there's a blend of two. It's too similar to this sine wave, I suppose. So this top one we want to drag over to the right slightly, and the bottom one we want to be bending 1, and we want to drag that slightly to the left. So now we've done that, let's give it a bit of character. So first we're going to come over to insert 1 and put on a hard clipper. If we bring the drive down ever so slightly, bring the cutoff up a little bit. And now we want to add a bit of distortion, so if we come over to FX1 and the classic tube, and if we bring both the dry wet and the drive down to about 10 o'clock. And then next we just want to come over to the dimension expander and bring the dry wet down to about 10 o'clock, and then the size, say about 9 o'clock. Just to give it a bit of depth. And what we're now going to do with this LFO as well is we're going to drag this onto oscillator 1. And what this is going to do is this is going to make the pitch of the oscillator follow the LFO. So if you have this on quite a lot, I mean, you get that kind of sound similar to like a police car or something, I don't know. But we only want a very small amount of this effect happening, so we're going to bring in 0.3. Now, because the LFO is going to cause the pitch to go up 0.3, we're going to bring the actual oscillator down 0.3 of a semitone. So we just drag this down to 23.7, and therefore that 0.3, 0.7, add them both together to make 24, which is a whole 2 octaves. Okay, now for the last little bit, we're just going to add on an EQ 8. So just grab your EQ. I'm going to roll off the low end around 150-ish. I call it 175 or 174. And then I'm going to use this to just ever so slightly dampen it a bit more. And then finally, I'm just going to grab the shelf here, and I'm going to bring... Maybe put the cue up a little bit. And there you go, that's the first sound. Okay, and now on for sound 2. So again, we're going to grab a copy of Massive. We want to initialize it. And as always, turn on restart via gate. So on oscillator 1, we're going to change the wavetable to scrapyard. We're going to bring the wavetable position. We want to drag it to somewhere between 12 and 1 o'clock. And we want to create an envelope, so we're going to bring the delay all the way down. We're going to bring the decay down a tad as well. Leave the attack as it is. So if we bring this envelope and then holding shift, bring this slightly out to the left. Maybe move the wavetable position slightly. There we go. Sounding nice. And maybe if we have this going on the intensity a bit as well. Cool. We're also going to add a little bit of modulation. So on the ring modulator, if we put it on for number 1, and if we bring this down to around 9 o'clock. And then if we have the envelope opening up to the right slightly on it as well. And if we switch on oscillator 1 position, and if we drag this so this closes up, so if we put this on somewhere between 1 and 0 and bring this envelope here and we drag that to the right. Not sure if it does much, but anyway. We want to add on a filter, so just a standard low pass 4. Bring the resonance nearly all the way out down, maybe have a little bit, and then we'll drag the cutoff all the way up to the top. And now for a bit of distortion. So again, we're going to, on insert 1, give it a hard clipper. Dry wet around 9 o'clock and clip somewhere between 9 and 10. And then we're going to go over to a tube, not a tube, a tele distortion. Keep the dry wet at 12 o'clock and we'll bring the drive to around 10 o'clock. And then lastly, just to give it a bit of width, we're going to add a dimension expander. We're going to bring the dry wet to about 9 o'clock and the size just slightly above 9 o'clock. And there you go, there's something similar to the second bass. That's a quick guide on how you can make a couple of basses similar to the ones in BMT, or Big Man Ting, by Turno. Massive thank you for watching this video, and a massive thank you to everyone that has subscribed so far. Anyway, if you do have any suggestions, please do let me know in the comments, and until next time, see you later.